Oh my
Check one, two. Hello, please welcome to the stage, Michael Aranda.
Oh, I thank you very much, Mr. Theatrical person. Welcome to Buffer Festival. First, we need to thank Apprentice A and the CFC Media Lab for putting this on for everybody. And thank you to you for getting up really early in the morning.
Yeah. 5 a.m.
So. Oh, they're waving at me from off stage. We're actually going to talk about Charlie Mcdonnell. Yep. So we're going to bring Charlie out, and then we're going to watch some of his videos, and we're going to ask him some questions and find out what makes him tick. But I thought we should start things off with what has undoubtedly been Charlie's greatest achievement to date. This video has received praise from the entertainment industry. It even got an Emmy nomination. So why don't we go ahead and roll a video entitled Me Eating Cereal for 10 Minutes. So that was a video of you eating cereal for 10 minutes. Yeah. Do you have any idea how many video views that thing has?
Like over 100,000, I think, but I'm not.
It's over 100,000. It's over 200,000. It is over 300,000. 300,000 people watched Charlie eat cereal for 10 minutes. How does that make you feel knowing that has happened?
Pretty great.
Has anyone from the Sugar Puffs company offered any endorsement deals?
No, they haven't. Unfortunately, I do really like Sugar Puffs.
I think it's really interesting to go back and look at the early work of artists.
Oh no,
So we have a very special treat today for everybody here.
Very special treat.
Pretty special. This is, you go ahead and tell them what we're about to watch.
Today, we're going to watch my first ever short film that I made when I was like, maybe 13? Complete with outtakes. I edited the whole thing in camera. Please enjoy the apple tree.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I would lose it.
Oscar-worthy!
Thank you.
Yeah, if you put that in black and white, that would be like a really well acclaimed.
So they built a hospital for it, and now it's still there.
So, what I really like about that video is that very often people on the internet, it's easy to see them as sort of two-dimensional characters, and that video really helps flesh out that you are like a real person with your own thoughts and desires and heartbreak, and you know, you get paper cuts and stuff to your toe, and you get the first kiss, and you stole Mars bars and all that stuff. Do you ever run into situations where you're frustrated with people kind of making assumptions about who you are based solely on what they've seen in videos that just isn't true?
Not really frustrated so much, because there's only so much I can get across to people about. I mean, I can say to people, I am a real human being, show them all of the stuff about me. But some people are only going to like see a few of my videos. Like, it depends. Sometimes I'll meet someone and they'll be like, they kind of, I feel like sometimes they'll just see the video version of me and, you know, get a picture, and that's still lovely. And then on occasions there are people who just want to have like a nice conversation. So yeah, not frustrated, but there's definitely like a difference there.
Do you remember how many subscribers you had at that point in time?
I don't know, a couple of thousand, I guess.
Anybody in the audience remember that video going live? Oh, one person. You should give her a treat later.
I had some cookies.
So, when I go back and watch my old videos, I find them really cringy. How did that make you feel?
Especially the bit about the wine cone. Yeah, no, I feel pretty cringy watching that. I kind of got into it eventually, but I'm just very, very different to how I am now, I think.
You've kind of let the internet at large watch you grow up. Is that weird?
I guess maybe a bit in hindsight, but I don't know. I'm trying to live my sort of like whole life in a way that people could, I guess now, come back and watch it and sort of like see the story of me. So yeah, I mean, being here is weird, seeing all of this stuff, because I feel like I'm like this is my life or something. Just like seeing the history of me. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna bring out like old school teachers of mine.
Are there things that you've done or said in a video or a tweet or whatever back then that you wouldn't feel comfortable doing now?
I don't know, really. No.
There were a couple tweets that I made back in the day that now I'm like, ugh.
I mean, there probably are.
That was like a bad joke. 2 females, 1 vessel. And it involved something that I can only imagine was chocolate sauce serve ice cream. But Charlie here discovered that video was actually just a very short snippet of a much longer feature-length film. Its name was, we'll call it Hungry Snitches.
It's important, I think, to point out that a lot of people were seeing this 2 women, 1 vessel video, filming their reactions to it and posting it on YouTube.
Yes. So there's this like secret Charlie Mcdonnell video that never got posted. And I'm not going to get your hopes up. We don't get to watch it today because
I couldn't find it.
Charlie can't find it.
Wow.
But he filmed himself watching this feature-length film. And I'm curious, like, why didn't you upload it?
Because I made reference to the stuff that was going on in the video, in the film quite often, and I still don't quite know why I made it. I must have been aware of the fact that I'm never going to be able to upload this, but I don't know, I just thought it would be funny in and of itself, and so you've seen it.
Yeah, I think
it
was like the first time that I ever went out to England. Alex Day was like, dude, Charlie has this video.
Yeah, it was just like a secret vlog, just for close friends, because, yeah, I don't know.
If you were able to find it, would you have let us show it today?
Maybe like at the 10th annual Buffett Festival, I would show it.
We'll see if we can find it in 10 years. So music is a prominent thing that you do on YouTube as well. What was your introduction into that? We saw in that video that you were already fairly competent at guitar.
My introduction to music was like, I don't know, played the recorder in primary school. Then I played like a lot of instruments. I went through like the recorder, drums, alto saxophone, self-taught guitarist, to play a bit of piano and stuff as well. It was like, when I was growing up, I had like my 3 main creative things that I did. I went to like speech and drama lessons, so that was like acting and stuff. And then I was also really into like art and drawing, so I did a lot of drawing cartoons and copying like manga characters and things like that. And then the other thing was just music, which I kind of was pushed into by my...
You've done is called A Duet with Myself. And I think now would be a good time to play that one. most, if not all, of my friends came from being on YouTube. How has that? Do you have anything similar in your life? I know that you
Yes.
met a certain someone named Alex Day. How did Charlie and Narimon become Cherimon?
So my second ever YouTube gathering was like 2007 in Leicester Square. I met him for the first time. We talked a little bit over like YouTube messages and stuff, but that was sort of it. He came up to me and put a camera in my face and said, "Can you sing the Charlie is to Call Like theme tune, but with my name instead of Charlie's name?" And then I said no. Then he felt bad, and then I think later on in the day, I agreed to do it for him begrudgingly.
What changed your mind?
I don't know. Well, something in me, like I think I have to go up to London like another week, and I just thought, I'll just hang out with him, see how that goes. We definitely, yeah. I don't feel like we were fast friends. We had to ease into it, but yeah. Now we are Charamon.
So why don't we go ahead and watch a video that Cherimon did. This is the Alex and Charlie
Pilot.
Yeah, the pilot.
Alex and Charlie pilot.
Not the first. Well, the first one, but not the first one.
Yep.
On that video, there was one of the top comments was someone genuinely confused about how you filmed that 10 years ago, but you still look the same. And Alex had a ridiculous mustache. What was the production process of that video like?
It was one of the more complicated ones to me at that time. So I filmed that video on the same camera that I filmed the apple tree. Like that was my grand's character, my grand's camera. I inherited it from her. And I had the idea to do that because I had that camera. And then I thought, okay, so I need to set this up like the original Alex and Charlie format that we made, but old school. So I posted a tweet asking if anyone had one of those like old computer monitors. And then I had to print out all of those little title cards and things. And even down to things like Alex's blindfold and the mystery V container and all of that. It was quite a little project to do. And it was quite fun as well, because I'd done a lot of like visual effects and stuff leading up to that. But it was fun to like make a video and like, okay, everything you see is just going to be in camera, and that's it.
I remember when we were trying to get that game that Alex was playing on the monitor, you were actually streaming that video from your laptop into the monitor, and I was off to the side having to push the pause button when Alex pushed the pause, so it looked like it actually stopped. Good times.
Yeah. Thank you for your help with that video.
Yep.
Yeah, Michael was behind the camera for that whole thing, weren't you?
Well, and then I delivered the weather report.
Yes.
I think that video is a good example of how, as you continued to make videos, they got a little more complicated. You got more interested in the visual effects, doing things beyond vlogs. They were more like sketch things. And eventually, your quest for quality in videos led Alex Day to ask you to produce music videos for his music.
I do remember that, yes.
Yes. So up next, we have Forever Yours, directed by Mr. Charlie Mcdonnell.
Same camera once again.
So what was the production process for that one like?
Oh.
Why don't we just watch it again?
What was the production process for that like? I mean, it was still like relatively. The crew was really just Kieran, cameraman. That was and then we had the guys doing makeup as well. Basically, Alex said, I want you to make this music video for me, and I spent like 3 weeks trying to think of something, and I was like, okay, this is the only idea I have. It is way too ambitious. We're not going to be able to do it, but I can't think of anything else. So he said, okay, I will make sure it happens. So he basically acted as a producer for me. He found all of the, he got in touch with all of my friends to be zombies for me, found the guy to do the makeup, and it was a bit of like a hodgepodge thing. Like Toby, the guy who did all of the visual effects for me. Well, we spent like a week after the video was filmed doing all of the visual effects snacks just sitting in my house. He was also like one of the zombies, and he filmed some stuff for me as well. So it was definitely like still mucking in and doing whatever we could. But at the time, it was like the hardest thing I'd ever done.
So you and I met in 2009 in December at the launch party in New York City for Tom Milsom's Painfully Mainstream album. Is that the one? Was it Love at First Sight?
I don't think so. I don't know how you feel, but I was.
You said that night.
I don't know how you feel, but I think that we as people kind of like slightly reserved and don't really let other people know who we are straight away. We both take a while to open up to new people, so I think at the end of that week, definitely we were like, yeah, we like it going.
Yeah.
But right off from the bat, I think we were both like,
Who are you?
Who is this man?
And then it was, so that was December, and then I think it was March, the following March, so like 3 or 4 months later, that I flew out to England for the first time and stayed with both you and Alex for, I think it was 6 weeks. So during that trip, we put together what was the first ever Michael Aranda, Charlie Mcdonnell collaboration video. I think maybe we should play that one right now.
Oh, fuck.
You gonna introduce it?
Nope.
Okay. Enjoy whatever this is.
It's kind of a short one. We might as well just sit up here.
Yeah. We have to go to... This is the first time I ever saw my
We also have some behind-the-scenes footage of that video being worked, actually the soundtrack for that video being made, so let's play that one right now.
I forgot about that. Quiet, everybody.
I can't take it. I think that's another good example of how you started kind of going above and beyond what most vloggers do for the sake of a video, because that video of me lip syncing was to go inside of another video for just like 2 seconds on a computer screen that you were sitting in front of. You're crazy, boy.
I like being detailed.
So when I flew out to England the second time, this was in 2011 to do the Chameleon Circuit album, one of the first things you asked me to do.
That wasn't a cue for you to cheer, that was literally just me. We're making an album, woo!
You invited me right away to be in another one of your videos that turned out to be pretty popular, in which you sort of, in a way, made fun of my Americanness, I think.
Here's a good one.
Let's go ahead and watch the How to Speak English.
Bye. The end.
So originally, this was the part of the show where I was going to do an impromptu version of How to Speak English Canadian edition.
Oh, God.
And I was going to ask you if you knew what a toque was. But then we were coming back from dinner the other night, and you were like, I just have my toque right here. And I was like, because I don't know any other Canadian words that I could use to stump you with. Anybody got anything?
Someone else?
A toonie?
That's $2. That's a $1. Oh no, toonie.
A quarter.
Beaver tail.
I don't know what that is. You win!
1 point to Canada.
So what is it?
It's like fried dough.
It's like a fat thing.
It's like fried dough.
It's like a donut in the shape of a
It's deep fried deliciousness is what it is.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And cinnamon. And cinnamon.
Thank you. You can finish now.
So next, I think I'd like to play what is my personal favorite Charlie is so cool like video. Charlie McDonnell video, pardon me.
Thank you.
Cooking with Charlie.
Ponderable joy of watching Charlie is so cool like, which makes you like cool.
Okay.
That didn't work.
Charlie McDonnell, Master Chef.
So for me, that video hits all the right notes. It's funny, it's kind of educational, you're actually teaching people to do something.
And it's got you in it.
What else could I ask for? Did you get messages from anybody who actually tried to make that recipe?
Yeah. Madonna's daughter. She told me that she made my brownies.
You talked to Madonna's daughter?
No, I think she wrote a blog post about the fact that she made my brownies.
Oh, okay.
I've never spoken to her before, just...
And never since.
Oh.
Maybe you should be like, hey, how are you? You made my brownies. So, like I said, I like that video actually teaches people to do a real thing while being entertaining at the same time, which is...
Well, I want to point out, actually, I wasn't sure if I wanted to genuinely teach people how to make brownies or not. So I asked you, and you said that, yeah, you should. So, you like to think about that video.
I don't remember that at all, but yeah. You also like doing these fun science videos where you are teaching people stuff while being entertaining and hopefully not boring.
I almost failed it.
The favorite of that series for me is Saturn, so I think we should watch that one right now.
Let's do it.
Here we go. You ready?
Off we go.
Here we go. It's happening. Right now.
Now's the time.
Here we go. So can we expect any more fun science videos in the future?
Sure.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Speaking of the future, your current projects involve making short films. Yeah. How did that come about?
I think, well, I mean, I was making YouTube videos for, and having that as my job for a few years, and I still didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. It was only after making videos for a few years that I was like, okay, I like music, I like filmmaking and acting and stuff, I just want to pick one. And I picked filmmaking. That's the whole thing, really.
Just like flip a coin?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to pick something that I could put all of my time and like effort into and focus on and try and become as good as I possibly could at that one thing. And so, for now, that thing is trying to do narrative film, and it's a lot of fun.
So now we're going to watch Charlie's first, well, if you include the apple tree, Charlie's second short film of all time, entitled The Tea Chronicles.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
it's gonna be fun.
Tea. So what was it like making a short film?
That was pretty hard.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for that coordination. Yeah, no, it was difficult. I don't know what I found. I think the writing was one of the hardest things to do, really. Writing and editing. I feel like if you hire a good enough crew, then the actual shooting doesn't take as much. That's not as worrying. But filming stuff and then not getting quite what you want and trying to piece it all together, that's very hard.
Yeah, well, if the source material isn't great, then it's hard to make it great
Exactly,
with the
yeah.
crew.
But I mean, I love all of it. I'm making short films to try and see if I like making short films, really. And so far I do. So that's
Well,
good.
you liked it enough to do another one,
Yeah.
and today we're going to see a trailer for Charlie's next short film, which is called...
It's called Offline. Enjoy it.
We've got like a minute and a half left.
Should we do a minute and a half of Q&A?
Let's dance.
Bye, Charlie. See you later.
Oh my god. So you. It's my birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.